Hello, everybody. My name is Saad Ringo, and I'm a midlife farmer. Thank you for tuning in for another episode of State of the Garden, where I provide a weekly update on my square foot squared garden, talk about what happened, what's happening, and what we are planning to happen. So let's start with what happened this previous week. Well, we have more bamboo. Yes, we found out that these tomatoes need some support. So as we see here, we got these bamboo sticks going down from the base of the plant all the way up to these crossbars. And again, using these strips from just plastic grocery bags or plastic produce bags, cut a little strip and tie the stem to the bamboo stick. It is free and it seems to be working. So why not? We'll keep doing it the same way until we realize it's not good, or somebody comments that, hey, that's not good. All right, so besides that, I went ahead and added this trap here. They call it a trap. No, I'm not going to go into the song. They call it a trap, but it's more of a monitoring tool. This here is for the squash vine borer. As you see right there in the middle, there's a little basket, and there's a piece of, it looks like plastic. That's where the lure is, and it's essentially pheromones that are released to attract the squash vine borer moth. Let's just call it SVB. It attracts the SVB moth, mainly males from what I understand. Now, I've seen the moth come fly around here. Sometimes it goes in, sometimes it just goes to my plants. So, I'm not 100% this is a good way, this is a good thing to use here, because I might be attracting more SVB moths that I can deal with. They might come here to my general area and then decide not to come in here and die, and end up just infesting my plants with eggs that will eventually become larvae and go inside the plant and destroy it. But we'll talk about the SVB and how to go to war with it, how to combat it, how to deal with it in a different episode, or probably a series of videos, since there's quite a bit to talk about. So let's go back to what happened the previous week. We've been harvesting quite a few things. Still lots of basil. I'm suspecting we'll be able to do that until about November. We have harvested some zucchini. We see here, this is a zucchini plant. We got a small one. It kind of stopped growing, so I decided to cut it and eat it. We got a big one, and there's another one here that seems to be doing okay. It's going to grow to be a decent size. We also have been harvesting some of these other types of squashes. There's a white volonté, which kind of looks like a zucchini, but it's a lighter green. We have a few more coming. And my favorite, the patty pan, which is shaped like a UFO. And boy, this plant is doing well. We have some more patty pans coming here. As you can see, let's go ahead and just dive in. There's more over there, and more on that side. Scuba diving into a plant. All right, let's get back out. So the patty pan is doing great. There are actually two plants here of the patty pan. It's doing great, and I hope it stays that way. I hope that the squash vine borer is not going to beat me. SVB. We've been harvesting some thyme. Sugar snap peas, although they seem to be on their way out. It's getting too hot for them. And cucumbers. Boy, cucumbers are starting. And we have two main types of cucumbers. There's the pickling type and the slicing type. Now, it's 4 or 5 different varieties, but they fall under two categories. Like this one here is a Russian cucumber, I believe. And we see that there are a few coming here. These grow to about 4 inches, I believe. 4 inches is the size where you want to harvest them at. This is a pickling, about 3 to 4 is the size you're looking for. We have some coming here. 1, 2. There's this one here. We can probably go ahead and get that one. Now this, I need to follow this plant and see where it's coming from. I think it is a pickling type. And right here is a burpless cucumber. That's a slicing type. It's a decent size. I don't think I need to let it grow any bigger. This is going on the dinner table tonight. Another variety of cucumber we're growing is the cornichon. Now these here, they only need to be about 2 inches long. And if they are 2 inches, they need to be harvested, because if they get bigger, they're not really that good at pickling. And right here, like this one, for example, I'll probably get it tomorrow. There are a few more coming here. We see a couple here. And we've been relying on dill from the garden to pickle these cucumbers. Unfortunately, as you can see here, the dill is bolting and going to seeds. So I'm gonna have to start an indoor herb garden, or at least a container that I can take indoors when it gets really hot and prevent the plants, the herbs from bolting, going to seeds. But we do need dill to pickle all these cucumbers. Talking about seeds and bolting, my black radishes are still producing flowers, and we have quite a few seed pods here. Let me lift this mess here off the ground, and look at all those seed pods. Now these are edible. We actually tried some earlier, and supposedly you can also pickle them. So we might try pickling them. They did have that radish taste, although not as strong as the radish bulbs themselves, which was kind of pleasant, because this variety, the black radish, it was too pungent. Hence, we didn't even bother pulling them off. I wanted to play around with harvesting seeds. Seeds again, broccoli rabe. We have lots of seed pods here. Now the seed pods here for the broccoli rabe, from what I've gathered, you get about 9 to 12 per seed pod, while the black radish, or radish in general, you have from 3 to 5. So it is quite a hassle to get these pods here from the radish and try to harvest seeds from them. It's not as efficient. We're getting more flowers. The marigolds are finally producing. We got some yellow, some orange ones over there. Mostly yellow. I was hoping we would get more orange, but that's fine. Next time I'll make sure when I harvest the seeds from them, I separate and label the seeds and plant more orange. So yeah, that's what's been happening, and we're gonna continue to put these bamboo stakes here as we see that more plants needed. Like this tomato here, it looks a little leggy. That's because the Nepal beans and the radishes have shaded them for a long time. This tomato here, we just staked it today actually, and we are a bit late, but as you can see here, it's got quite a bit of fruit coming. This is a golden cherry tomato, and boy, let me tell you, we've had such a good experience with golden cherry tomatoes. They pretty much ripen as we pick them. Let's see. This okra here, it produced one okra so far, so we pulled it off and we're gonna pickle it. I don't know how we're gonna share it between the 5 of us, but here's another golden cherry tomato, and as you can see, there is quite a bit of fruit coming. Now the big ones over there, we go around here, these bigger ones here are spring bush tomato. First time we're trying them. We are looking forward to it. These squashes, they continue to exit the raised beds, and I'm still not sure what I'm going to do with them. They don't seem to be going much farther though. I think they stopped, and maybe that's because they have things like this on them. They have some fruit. So this is a type of squash closer to a pumpkin than it's a winter squash. This here is butternut Burgess, I believe. The peppers are starting to get some flowers on them, although they're still pretty short. Oh, and excuse me. There is this nice looking flower on a black beauty eggplant. Now that I'm close to it, I'll also see some bugs on this black beauty eggplant that are not so beautiful. What is that? What kind of bug are you? Let's see here. Oh, it's jumping. See that? Huh. Oh. Can't focus on it. Alright. I think it's probably from the flea beetle family. I have another eggplant here. Oh boy, it's hidden. Let's see, where are you? Yep, there's an eggplant here. And it's got tons of holes in it. It's been eaten. These Nepal beans, they look like they have reached maturity. The pods are filled. Now these are not. You don't eat the whole pod on this. It's you just peel them and eat the beans themselves. But overall, the state of the garden is strong. We have more flowers, which means more insects that are coming here. There's quite a balance between the good, the bad, and the ugly. Well, besides SVB, I'm not aware of any predator insects that will attack it or any insects that will eat its eggs. If you know of any, please let me know, because SVB is a nightmare. Alrighty, well, I think this concludes this episode of State of the Garden. I hope you enjoyed this update. If you have any questions, comments, or you saw something that I'm doing wrong, please let me know. I would appreciate, as usual, if you leave the comments consolidated to the YouTube platform. That way we can all learn from each other and share our ideas without having to jump between the different social media. All right. Well, thank you for watching. Until next time, take care.